Hey everyone, Arenji here. I'm going to play this time a 4-wizard game of Chaos Reborn against 3 AI. So I think this is probably the hardest challenge against the AI when you've got 3 of them to deal with. Not because they all attack you, they don't. They attack each other, and actually, they're pretty dumb about who they go for. So you can usually manipulate them into attacking each other first, but what does tend to happen is that you end up running out of spells because they have so many magic bolts and magic attacks between them that or gooey blobs that you just end up running out of creatures if you don't try and conserve them. So let's get it straight into the game. I have a Staff of Zap, which actually I hate the Staff of Zap because it just always gives me lots of magic attacks and not many creatures, and in a game like this you need lots of creatures because you need to have one more creature than the enemy left at the end of the game. A bit like chess in that regard, I suppose. So Tara over here has a Staff of Zap as well, and these two have blob staffs, as I call them, Staff of Growth, which means that I've got to stay well away from them. Well away from everyone, because he's going to have lots of magic bolts. But I'd say this is pretty tough. I don't like facing people with blobs, and I don't like facing people with lots of magic attacks, well, at least the AI. I don't like having that staff myself, but when other people have it, actually it's a bit more scary. I do have 4 chaos spells in my hand and 3 lore spells, so I've got plenty of lore here. I do have a chaos shift, and I do have a blob, so there is some hope. What on earth do I do? I don't quite know where to go from here. I think I might just play a little bit defensive. Let's burn one of the dwarves, and I don't quite know whether I'm going to use a chaos shift or not yet, so I'll keep that. I would like an elf because sorry, not an elf, an eagle, because that's quite threatening. So I'd like that at this stage of the game. It just makes the AI slightly nervous about coming at you. At least with their wizard. See, Tara immediately goes in the direction away from my eagle. This is good news. Lena also runs away. See, it just having that eagle on the board just gives me a little bit of strength against the AI. Makes them closer to each other, which means that they tend to attack each other. So I feel in a much stronger position for having just a little weedy creature like an eagle out. Whew, what am I going to do here? I would like that magic sword. It worked very nicely in the last game. Gave me a lot of confidence and helped me escape from a tricky situation. So, do I want a dwarf as well? Dwarf is pretty useless at this stage until someone else, one of the other wizards, starts having weapons, in which case it becomes incredibly useful. I don't know. I'm gonna risk burning that dwarf, and I'm gonna try and get a boosted sword out. If this doesn't work, I'll feel bad, but it did work, so I do not feel bad. And I'm gonna put my eagle up on the hill. Someone suggested on the forum that an eagle on top of a hill should have more range. I think that's quite a cool idea. If you could have 5 range, because he starts on 2-tier hill, I would just make the eagle slightly more strategic in where it positions itself. I know you get a boost for attack when you're on top of the hill because you get the swoop, but quite nice if it had slightly longer range as well. Maybe not 6 as someone suggested in the forum. I think that's too much. 5 would be good though. Now I need to go and claim one of these mana sprites while they're all busy. Lots of rats all attacking each other. Maybe I'll just head in this direction. It seems safe. I have 2 blobs now. Great. Great, 2 blobs, and it's slightly chaotic. Maybe I will shift to chaos. Yeah, let's shift to chaos. Just make their blobs more likely. But they'll start casting them on each other's rats, I'm sure. Oh, he was lucky to survive that. That giant's now in a pretty useless position up on that hill with no rock. I think they're usually too quick to use their rocks, but in that case throwing a rock at a wizard is probably a good idea. Blobs come out to attack rats because, Makes sense, doesn't it? You don't want to waste your blob attacking something useful. Okay, I'm going to steal the mana. And, ooh, I would like to have a unicorn. I would like to have a unicorn. Do I want to get it more chaotic? I do have a Hydra. Ah, dear. Let's try a unicorn. 79%. What could possibly go wrong? Nothing. Magic bow! Yay! Now I want it to be lawful. Not chaotic. They do seem rather reluctant to take their mana sprites. They're very careful. They sort of circle around their mana sprites before they get to them. That was an illusionary rat, so the rest of the rats disappear. Ina is hiding in the corner. If someone gets a manticore out, that's when I start getting a bit distressed, because I get worried every time manticores appear. Everyone's ignoring me. I'm quite happy. I just moved my unicorn here. I'm not going to go for anybody yet. I don't want to waste my creatures. I'm just going to keep building up my strength. 2 blobs and a goblin. It might be better to burn the goblin and try and see if I can get this bow out. What's my words? My best boost is 19. So if I burn a goblin, which I'm going to do, another eagle, that's good. That means I've got a 14% boost on my bow. Oh well. I could really use with the bow. That's good. That's very good. I feel tooled up now. I don't have a shield, but I am on a mount, so it could be a lot worse. I do have 2 blobs. Where's that going? Oh, attack the wizard. That's good. 2 more creatures dead. I don't have to worry about. Rat attacking the other wizard. Lena goes in for... what's it going to be? Oh, an eagle. Why can't I say elf? I say elf when I mean eagle and eagle when I mean elf. Stop it. Brain. That's risky. What are you going to do? Nothing? Oh. That was a decree spell. Actually cast the decree before moving. That's why I thought he wasn't doing anything. But I think that's a bit crazy to move in there. Really? Actually? With a defense of 4? No, I wouldn't do that. If the eagle was to come over here, how about going over there? Safe from the elf? Could attack the blob in range of... Hey, let's try that. Attack the blob. Well, just don't get blobbed, really. I mean, that would be annoying. Let's try another eagle, just in case that one does succumb to blobitis. Sapphire Dragon. That's not great when we're at Chaos 18. I could cast a cheesy illusionary one. He got blobbed, of course. Poor eagle's all gone floppy. And Invoker goes down, 1 wizard down. It does mean that, you know, Lena's gets lots of mana points and victory points for that, so I can't really just kind of hide in the corner forever. I actually have to kill people. If I run up here, I can blob on that. I'm going to do that. I'm going to run up there. I'm going to burn a decree, and I'm going to put a blob. Please work, blob. Thank you. I shall bring my eagle over to try and do another attack. See what answer he has. He has an elephant. That's a good answer if he survives a turn. Ooh, my other eagle survived. These rats are now going to stupidly kind of hover around trying to get at my eagle, which they can't get at. Oh! Another blob. Well, that's 2 blobs on 1 eagle. This eagle cannot... I want him to go over there, but he can't reach. That's very annoying. There's just going to be blobs everywhere now, aren't there? Okay. Might be time for a Hydra, which are 50-50, and I have 2 of them, or I can go for... I think we're going to... Let's go for an illusionary sapphire dragon and see if I can tempt out some kind of magic bolt or subversion, which of course won't work. And while I'm feeling a little safe, this is probably the last turn I'm going to feel safe, I'm going to run over and collect this mana sprite, and I'm going to bring my unicorn down after me, and I'm going to put my elf, you see, what is it with that word? Eagle. Get on the thing. The rat can't reach it quite. That's good. So, all his stuff has been blobbed, but it won't last forever. He tried damnation. That's good. My eagle dies. Yes, eagle, not an elf, an eagle. Tried disbelieve on the eagle. You tried disbelieve on the eagle, and there's a sapphire dragon there in Chaos 15? What manner of wizardry is this? Okay. I can go up here and get a 60% chance on this wizard with my illusionary dragon. So, yeah, that's a cheese. But cheese is good against 3 other wizards. I don't mind. I don't mind cheesing them. I'm going to see if I can kill this rat now. It's a real rat, and that other rat's going to fly in. I'm going to send my eagle off in this direction. Try and kill another rat. That's 2. Ah, I have a mega bolt. I think I will have one. Means I can't boost anything, but so that unicorn is oh, it's a 2 higher tier, so you can't actually get over there. So pointless him standing there, really. I thought he was going to charge across there and attack my unicorn, but the angle was deluding me. So let's try real Hydra. So let's try real Hydra. 50-50. No. But worth some mana points. My blobs are going away. Okay. I'm going to just take my 64% chance to hit. If I was Lena, I'd have run away. But Lena did not run away. Lena thought she would have a good chance of somehow defeating me. And failed. So my illusionary dragon killed 2 wizards there. Which probably just goes to show you how cheesy the illusions can be against the AI. But I do think you need to be able to have some small advantage to get a satisfying win rate. I mean, I find that it's quite nice to win 4 times out of 5 against 4 wizards. That's enough for me to feel like there's a risk of losing. It's embarrassing when I lose, and yet it's satisfying when I win, which is really what you want out of a game like this. You don't want to be so hard that you just get really annoyed with it, but you don't want to win absolutely every time. So I think the balance is getting there. It will, obviously the AI will improve a lot, and those 4 wizard matches will get much harder, especially when they know how to path correctly, so they don't just run up against cliffs that they can't possibly get up and just sit at the bottom of the cliff while you hit them with magic bows. When they've figured that out, then they'll be much more powerful, and perhaps when they've figured out when I'm likely to cast illusions, they'll be much more powerful. Until then, I think I'm going to continue to enjoy it. So hopefully we'll see the next version, 0.24, will be coming out allegedly by the end of the month. which is going to change things around a bit. We'll have some new creatures, at least one, maybe two, hopefully three. Some new game mechanics, perhaps. And everybody will have to learn all the strategy again, because, you know, you change the stats on something, it goes from being overpowered to being completely useless, and everyone's complaining about it, or vice versa. And so it's a different game every time any of the stats is tweaked. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.